Bat Chat, the only light tank amongst the mediums. Hello guys and welcome back to World of Tanks Ace Tanker series. As you can see, today we'll be driving the Bat Chatillon 25 ton. Now I'm in a platoon with another Bat Chat and I will be trying to show you how you should drive this tank when you are top tier. Well, you are always going to be top tier, but when you have some meaty tanks on the opposite side, as this is a really hard matchup with 9 tier 10s and rest tier 9 and 8. So I'm driving my Bat Chat on the map Prokhorovka on the standard battle mode, and I'll be taking the position on the F0, which is one of the most important positions on this map, as from this position you can control the hill and control the middle on F6. So another Bat Chat which is platooned with me is going to try and fight off on the one line, and positioning of that Bat Chat shows you where you should be if you are trying to put some shots on the tanks that are going at the middle. Now notice here that I'm not shooting at this T-62A. I'm actually waiting for my teammates or the artillery to shoot him first, as that would allow them to shoot at him and allow me after that to not get spotted and shoot at the T-62 after he's got some damage in. But now the T-62 is run away, and this is why you shouldn't shoot at the beginning when you're up there, because the enemy tanks can be in the bush on the G9 and you cannot spot them from the position where I was. Now the amount of bushes that is here allows you to push up and spot at the enemies, but one of those bushes is keeping that object 140 hidden and not allowing me to spot him. Now I put one shot in the T-62A and I didn't get spotted there. That means that the object 140 is situated somewhere far away from the bushes that are here and isn't able to shoot at me. Now as soon as I put here a shot into him, I get spotted. I made a mistake here not to pull back immediately, as I knew from that position that he will spot me as soon as I shoot, no matter the bushes that are here. Now I wait for the couple of seconds to get unspotted and I get back into these bushes, try and spot that object 140 once again, and here you can see me trying to blind shot him because there are not a lot of position that he can be there. Unfortunately I get panned once more by the T-62A and I get back to reload my gun. Now the positioning of the tank that I'm driving is very good, but if you don't have tanks on the F6, that means that you cannot root out the enemies on the H0, which is the other side of this hill. So it's ideal for when you're in this kind of matchup, ideal for you would be that you have 1 or 2 tanks at position F5, F6 that can shoot on the mediums that are up here. And with the recent changes to the view range, you do not have to be so much exposed in those positions at E5, E6, and you can get shots across and shoot at the enemy tanks that are spotted. Now as soon as I reload my gun, I go back forward and spot again this T-62A. Now when the object 140 is dead, there is nobody else here to spot me and I'm able to shoot at the T-62A and still remain unspotted because I'm behind the double bush here. This T-62A pulls back, that's a nice gameplay by him, but he is still trying to climb up and shoot something at what he can find, but he doesn't have much luck because he is going to get spotted every time when he goes up. Now I'm picking my friendly Bat Chat to pre-aim on the T-62A that is up here. If he gets spotted, the Bat Chat will have the flanking shots on the side If he doesn't get spotted, that means that I'll have to push on him and try to root him out. Now I have 4 shells in the gun. The gun does around 390 damage, and it has a really decent penetration of 264. With this auto-loading gun that you have on the Bat Chat, you're able to do with 5 shots to around 2000 damage. Now the reload of the entire clip is 38 seconds, and the reload between each shell is 2.6 seconds. That means that you can in 14 seconds empty your clip and do around 2000 damage, which is very impressive. Now 2 bad shots here by me. I was in the rush to shoot at the T-62 and kill him, but that didn't end up well because I only missed and spent 2 shells that I really can't afford in this tank, because with only 30 shells that you get, it is really important that you not miss your shots, as you may find yourself at the end of the game without any shells and there is nothing for you to do but spot. Now we take out the enemy artillery. There is only one of them left. There it is, the M55. Now that artillery will soon be dead, and the biggest problem for us here is that T-54 that is left alive on the H6. Now what this E5 is doing is really bad. Try not to rush in front of that many tank destroyers that are on the enemy team. There is 4 of them, and don't get shot and killed. Now the important thing here is to kill the T-54. I have the full clip, but as soon as I go for the T-54 I will get spotted and shot by the tank destroyers. So what I need to do here now is go for the T-54 and try and pass the T-54 as I'm doing here, and run away as much as I can, not to allow the the tank destroyers to shoot me. Now I have only 1 shell left, and it is really nice use of that shell, because that AMX 3090 could have shot me and killed me with his clip. Now while I'm on the reload, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm going to go in front of the camping positions of the tank destroyers, drive around a little bit and try to spot them. Now the FV gets spotted, and you can see how much damage he is taking as soon as he is spotted there. Now that all damage should be mine at the end of the game, and the FV is dead. Now another spot on the 268. I managed to track him once. He repairs, but I put a couple of shots in him. Really, I'm just auto-aiming here, not really going for the accurate shots, because I don't want to go out and be in front of those tank destroyers, because they will shoot at me, because I'm not that hardly armored target. So now I'm reloading my clip and still doing as much things as I can. So that is spotting for the friendly tanks. This 263 is going away from me, and he is in a really bad position now as soon as I get behind him. Now he cannot turn that fast, not even with this tank, because the Bat Chat is one of the most mobile medium tanks in the game. And a high roll here, that's a GG, and let's take a look at the post-game stats. As you can see, a really nice game here for me. I got a couple of medals like Spotter, Bruiser, Fighter, Fire for Effect, a high caliber medal, and of course the Mastery Badge Ace Tanker. And you can see that I almost spotted or shot at or assisted with the kill of almost any tank in the enemy team. On detailed report you can see that this game wasn't really hard, but still that doesn't mean that we didn't have a nice game. Got a 4400 damage, 4 kills and 1200 experience. On detailed report you can see that I fired 21 shots, of which 15 hit the target and 13 penetrated. And with the standard account I got around 30,000 credits profit. Also important thing to mention is that I have more than 6000 assisting damage on the enemy tanks, which is pretty impressive even for a light tank and not to mention for a medium. Thank you all for watching. If you didn't like the video, drop a dislike or leave a comment how I can improve the channel. And if you liked the video, hit the like button, share and subscribe for more content, as it really helps me out a lot. And then also don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Google Plus to get the new content first, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And if you're wondering what to watch next, hit the little I button in the top right corner and it will lead you to another video. See you guys next time.